I had that one in the Mason. I was showing Mason this. I might be getting into this property right here. It's in Compton. Wait, no, that's not it. Right here. The commercial building. It has 1, 2, 3, 4 suites, or maybe 5 suites actually. There's a restaurant in it. Like I'm trying to get my boy out there. What he does think? It's a nice looking building, dude. They put a lot of money into this. It's being foreclosed on, so we're gonna get it for a really good price. This is the one. Controversial loudmouth. What's that? The video? Planet Health. No, Planet Health is like a vegan restaurant. I don't know what the price is gonna be exactly, but we're gonna get it probably 40% under market value. So there's a good play to be made here. Like if we get it for $1 million, we could probably sell it for like 1.4, 1.5 without doing anything. The donk.
CS2 first.
Pretty to me, dude. Mason, were you here, dude? I was showing the thing, dude. Look, you told me. Look, this does not look. Does this look bad to you, bro? Like this looks fucking pretty to me, dude. Thoughts? Thoughts? Get to this clip complexity. What is this? Yeah, we will, bro. But I'm saying if you think there's potential, I'll see it because we might. Let me see this.
Could be huge or
oh, he walks in right.
Embarrassing. Players here, Grim. This could be huge or
oh, he walks in right.
Embarrassing. Another one. Grim won't be
Nico
proud of.
JT
him. Toppled after his one frag. Nice shot from Elise.
Wow.
Second
Oh my god.
Just like that. Everybody top ramp said he
Hold
feels
on.
it.
Did Elige crouch in real life there, dude? Did he duck in real life? Hold on.
Elise, second kill is 3.
Oh, he did. You see that?
Everybody top ramp said he feels it. And he nails it.
Tore through him like a piece of paper. What a...
If we get this building, that's it, dude. So I think they're doing that in this area, dude. Like this whole area, this is a pretty busy fucking street, dude. And if we get this building for the price I think we can get it for, there's an opportunity here to put a restaurant. Busy fucking this chat, dude. My boys, they gentrify the gentrification. That's it, dude. So I think they're doing that in this area, dude. Like this whole area, this is a pretty busy fucking street, dude. And if we get this building for the price I think we can get it for, there's an opportunity here to put a restaurant. There's an opportunity to put in some nice fucking, or keep these tenants, whatever it is. We'll be getting it for way under market. Let me see. Latest thing. Vape shot. What clip now? Team Spirit. All right. So last time I'm not gonna watch it. I should have an hour where I do all clips, but I'm getting ready to get off because I'm getting tired as f. Why is Twitter such bad quality? Oh, I think there's a lot of sorting out. I might. Hey, we put a top tenders in here, bro. Who knows, bro? You might kill it over here. I don't know. We gotta see, like you said, we gotta drive the area and see it. If you're close to it, bro, go buy it. Go buy the next few days. The other tenders in here. I think there's a lot of sorting out. I might. Hey, we put a top tenders in here, bro. Who knows, bro? You might kill it over here. I don't know. We gotta see, like you said, we gotta drive the area and see it. If you're close to it, bro, go buy it. Go buy the next few days. The other, oh, dude. So let me update you guys on my San Marcos property.
Just zips it up. Get lucky.
Dual Tom collected, bro.
He wins this.
I think there's a lot of sorting out. I might. Hey, we put a top tenders in here, bro. Who knows, bro? You might kill it over here. I don't know. We gotta see, like you said, we gotta drive the area and see it. If you're close to it, bro, go buy it. Go buy the next few days. The other, oh, dude. So let me update you guys on my San Marcos property. Let me update my boys on my property, dog. We have, so update, we have 3 leases being signed right now. We have a tattoo shop, we have a ballet studio, and we have a it's not a gym, it's called like Burn Fitness or something, Camp Burn Fitness, or Burn Boot Camp Fitness or something. For so for a total of around, I want to say 13,000 square feet, for all 3 of those, and we're getting. Really, Fles, you live close here? Hell yeah, dude. It's going nice. This gym where we're getting, the guy that owns the gym sold it to someone, and it's been a fucking mess. So he's honoring till the end of his lease, and then he's leaving. So if anyone is looking for a roughly 5,000 square foot gym, let me know. I could hook you up with the owner, and potentially you could buy the equipment. Road Culture. Let me see. Road Culture Gym. I don't know if it has pictures. Yeah, this is how it looks on the inside. It's not huge, but it's roughly 4,700 square feet. If anyone's interested, let me know. I can hook you up. You could probably buy all this equipment for a good deal. Yeah, but the gym wanted to expand, but the guy wasn't, his financials didn't support it, so we didn't let him. So if a big gym wants to come in and take this whole area, we would entertain that. So we're going to reach out to a couple of gym operators and see if they want to do it. But we also were kind of saving this part. The middle is already pretty much fully leased now. Now we're getting all, like, not fully, but we got all our leases that are coming are in the middle here. The burger spot. You're gonna tear it down. Let me see this shit. Oh hell yeah! You bought the building to. Let me see. This looks like it's gonna be a busy. Let me see something here. Let me log into my handy dandy trusted. Let me see your traffic count here, bro. You're in a, wow. Oh, wow, Mason. You're in a 71,000 cars per day in that intersection. That's a fucking nice. It's just small. But if it's a great location, like whatever you build, as long as it's you're gonna operate it, it's gonna be fine. Like this would be too small to get any sort of like bigger tenant in here. But if you're gonna operate out of it, it's a fucking slam dunk, bro. But you would probably want to keep the building similar to this size. Maybe you could expand the building and then parking. You got 1, 2. These are all parking spots here too. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here, and then 7, 8, 9, 10, and then handicap, and then you got a shared alley. It looks like. Yep. This isn't bad because this alley is also access, right? Yeah. Is it an alley? Yeah, it's access. So this isn't bad at all. Yeah, no, it's a great look. If you're operating it out of this, bro, it's gonna be nuts. That's a really high traffic count. I mean, look at this picture, bro. We're talking 71,000 cars. This fucking AM/PM probably kills it. And like, oh man, great spot. But yeah, so we're talking to a couple more tenants. We're looking at getting this. Let me see if I can find it. This fucking security thing. I want to know what you guys think about this. LVT.com. We're looking at getting these fucking little cameras in the parking lot. Like, what are these parking lot things? We put it in and it fucking, it's like for security. You just like put it in the middle of the fucking parking lot and we just leave it. Have you seen these out on like outside like a Home Depot or something? It's like 50 grand. But we're looking at seeing if it's something that we want to do, just to put it like smack dab in the middle of our parking lot here, just so it could bond. We have security, but we want to also have something that is recording throughout the day. But wait till you guys see, like I already showed you guys, like this is what it looks like now, but when we're done with it, let me show it. Here's what it's gonna look like when we're done with the renovations. The metal here, the nice beams, the nice new stone. Big fucking stuff. Look how nice this sign looks compared to the lighting. We're changing the lighting. The sign. This sign right here. Look, this is the sign we're making. This is the current sign there. You see it? You see that little sign? That's the current fucking sign there. Like, tell me this place has been mismanaged without telling me this place has been mismanaged, bro. Come on, dude. Look at the fucking, you know, like how many fucking, look at this highway. Like, look at this bat. Look how this whole thing's gonna be fucking lit up nicely. Brand new lighting everywhere, brand new signage. We're gonna have all these, like all this old shit gone, all the old signs off. We're gonna replace everyone's signs, even in the center. I'm trying to get a big ass billboard here, one of those digital billboards, to see if we could get one that's a big giant one for the freeway. We're still looking. We're talking to the city about that one, because this freeway gets 170,000 cars a day. How much this property run, if you don't mind asking me? We bought this property for 6.3 million in November of 2023, and when we bought it, it had 30. It was about 38% occupied, which is it's 50,000 square feet total. It only had the pet hospital, the chiropractor, and the eye doctor. Now we have signed 3 more leases. This dentist isn't there anymore as well. So those were, but this is a full dental office ready to go. This is a full nail salon ready to go. We also have cell towers up here. The cell towers generate about 6,000 a month right now between AT&T and T-Mobile. And we got offered 1.4 million. Here's the cell tower right here. We got offered $1.4 million just for the cell tower contracts alone. But we declined it because we're just going to keep it all into the deal. We also were offered 10 million as is before we even got it leased, just as is $10 million to walk away. And we also declined that because I think I think we're gonna keep this for good, honestly, because looking at the numbers, dude, this place could generate 100K a month net for us. Our loan payment on this one is 40 grand a month, but that's because we're at 10.5% interest rate, and our loan is 4.58 million. So let's just call it 4.6. So far we have spent, I want to say like 60K repairing the roof, and we spent like around 80K so far. It's gonna cost about 200,000 more to get it to look like this. 220,000 more to get it to look like this, without the signs. The signs are gonna be a different thing. Like each sign, we're gonna replace every sign of our current tenants too. I don't know if we're gonna do this outside. This looks really good, but this might be too expensive to do all the stucco on the outside like this. But we're gonna see. There's definitely room for a Dutch Bros type thing, like you said. I mean, we're gonna try. I just don't want to. I don't want it to. I think we could fit a Dutch Bros drive-through right fucking here. I think we could get something where they come in, they go in here, they go around, they come out. Like I think we could rearrange the parking lot because we have about 220 parking spots. I think we could get a Dutch Bros like right here. Around, like the building would be smaller, but like it'd be right around here, but it needs that space. So even if we have to rearrange the parking lot a little bit, like get it, even if it goes like this, with some parking spots right there and a drive-through, I think we could get it done. It's just a matter of figuring out how we want to do it. But we're the right people for it. We've done deals like this. So I wish the Taco Bell was part of this, but it's not. The Taco Bell, we do not own the Taco Bell. But right now, no permission to drift around this lot. So much value added option. It's nuts with it. Yeah, no, this was a steal, dude. The fact that we got it, and like I said, I only got it because of it. Just, dude, it just. This is what I spent This is what I pulled out 35 Bitcoin to buy. $1 million in Bitcoin. I pulled it out at 27,000 each. Bitcoin's already almost tripled since then, but this deal was worth it to the point where it's still keeping up with the gains of Bitcoin. Even better, actually. Right here, there's about a huge apartment complex being built right here. And dude, like look how dense this area is. Look at the density of this area. This is one of the only shopping centers in the area right now. This is a church here. Like, yeah, Better Buzz. You know what? That's funny you mentioned Better Buzz because I'm actually I'm trying to reach out to see, because I'm trying to, here's what ideally, like I'll be honest, like ideally, like this gym is done, right? This end cap space is going to be our anchor tenant, like our most important tenant. So I want like a big national brand here. We have Chuck E. Cheese looking at it, which would be amazing. We'd love to get a Chuck E. Cheese in here because the area wants a family entertainment. They want a place where you could take family and, you know, something like that. They want it bad. So I'd love if Chuck E. Cheese comes here. If not, I wouldn't mind a big gym anchor here. I want a grocery type anchor in this part in the middle. That's what we're aiming for. So we're going to see what we could do. Starbucks, if we could get a Dutch Bros approved over there, we could probably get a Starbucks. It just, the problem is, like if you see, this is like on a, it's tough to get, like it's not as easy. I think we could fit it, but I would have to talk to my partners and see how we would go about making it flow in there. But I think, honestly, dude, I think he could do, especially if the city allows us some sort of like set, because right now there's a setback requirement that, like, this looks like it's a lot. Like this is measure distance. This is 27 feet, dude. Okay. If the city allowed us to go to 20 feet, right, that extra 7 feet would buy us all this extra space. We'd have to put a huge retaining wall because it's on a hill, right? Like we're on a hill here, right? So if the city would fucking just allow us to just fucking put up a big wall here and push it in more, I think we could make it work. What about a Starbucks as your main anchor? We wouldn't be, Starbucks is only drive-through, so we can't accommodate any drive-through tenants right now. We would need major, like a grocery tenant or just some big national brands. No, Mason, I can't open it up, dude. I don't want to operate. If I lived close and I was like business oriented, if I'm you, Mason, I'm opening a fucking a smoke shop, a fucking hot tenders here, a chicken Mason at the door. Chicken Mason would be perfect here, bro, at the fucking as the star location right here. Boom. Because restaurants, bro, everyone's begging for a good fucking restaurant here right now, dude. I joined like this Facebook group that has all these people that live around this area. And I talked about this building, and dude, I got a lot of people wanting shit. But a lot of it was the family entertainment and restaurants. Trader Joe's would be crazy. The only issue is Trader Joe's is like one of the hardest tenants to get, number one. They're just so fucking crazy about their spot. The only issue here, we don't have any loading in the back, so any grocery anchor would have to, it's front loading, and I don't think it's worth, like, because look, there's no back access to load. So yeah, there's no back access to load. That's what makes it hard. I know it makes it, but then I'd have to operate them. I don't got it in me. But Trader Joe's is what we're trying to get out in our other location. In our other location right here. So I own, or me and my partner own, we own here, this from here all the way down to the end of this house right here is all ours right now. And we're in contract for the rest of the block. But right now, our initial first development, we're breaking ground. So this part right here, we have like 10 different fucking tenants that want to be in here. And we're doing $3.50 a square foot, bro. And we can't even accommodate. We need more space. So we might have to tear this house down earlier than planned to accommodate for that. But this area, it's called Loma Vista, is like, it's supposed to start looking like, let me show what they're trying to do.
Here we grow again. Planning is underway for Project City. Will be considered a
So,
destination that not only serve.
This is what they're building, right?
10,000 housing
And
opportunities.
10,000 houses.
Playgrounds.
So this whole thing,
open fields and space for food truck operations.
they're actually already building, already done with most of this. This park that you guys see is gonna be right here, right here, like this whole thing, and then here, they already have a ton of. Man, why isn't this updated more? Because this is already done. Like, they're already like done with the buildings here. Let me see if they're. When was yeah, like these buildings are already. When was this taken? April 2023. Yeah, so these buildings are already fully up and going. The plan for this, I mean, honestly, dude, it's like we already got like an AutoZone coming here that we have a deal with AutoZone. We have a deal with the oil changer franchise here. The plan here was to do something like what I showed. I think I showed it on here. Where is my? Let me see if I have it. I think it's my pinned one right here. The plan here. See this? This right here is what's supposed to be. From here, this is before we bought this piece, so we own this piece now, so we own all of this. So now we own all this. We don't own this piece. This is a car wash, but we might end up doing a deal with these guys too, because I don't think they want to build their car wash yet. And this is actually, we're a little bit bigger. We're like, it's more like this. That's like our land. I think it's a little bit even bigger than that. It's like that. So we own all this, right? So we're doing phase 1 first. The plan is to do something like this. Boom, 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 boom. And now you don't see the new one too. So this was original plan. We're changing up we're changing it up a little bit just to accommodate for the tenants that we're getting. Because we're getting a lot of interest now, because across the street right here, it's already full. And across the street, they have like a Ross, a grocery outlet, and a Five Below. And this area, for some reason, dude, like the people living here, they're kind of bougie. So they've already did like a big petition that they don't want those brands there because they like think it's lower tier. So we're getting a lot of fucking higher tier tenants coming in. Oh, we'd love a gym. We're the biggest gym and I mean I've been talking to a couple different gyms about coming opening up here. Just it's the rent's too expensive for a gym unless it's like a really established gym, which there is one called GB3 in our area that could potentially come in and do it, but we're gonna wait on that. Weed dispensary. The problem with a weed dispensary, but first off, we wouldn't even. The city of Clovis hasn't even. It's the process of getting the license for like we wouldn't even fuck with it because it's too crazy of a process. And then these dispensaries, bro, they're not doing as well as people think. Like I've been offered maybe like 6 dispensaries in the past 2 years to buy it straight up. Other 10 state gyms unless you're a fast food joint. Yeah, I know. But where did I have this setup this whole parking, like where did I have a lot of parking, like this is all gonna be part, like this doesn't show everything, like there's parking, shared parking amongst this, all of this too, by the way, like this we need to buy this fucking, so we have this is ours pretty much. It's about we're in contract on this one here is all gonna be parking. The problem is this motherfucker's holding off. So we're still working on it, but this is all parking. Whole Foods would be great. We're definitely going after the Trader Joe's and Whole Foods. Those are our main, like, who we're pushing to get. What up, Studer? How you been, bro? Yeah. Whole Foods. This area is literally begging for a Whole Foods, but just because they want a Whole Foods doesn't mean Whole Foods is just gonna up and cut. Like it's. We're reaching out, we're talking to them, we're trying to get them to but there's one Whole Foods already in this area and it's all the way over here by Fit Garden. So it would make a lot of sense for Whole Foods to move over here. But again, it's not like a fucking, where is it here? I think it's on Shaw. Fit Garden, yeah, Whole Foods is right here. This fucking Whole Foods, bro. If and we could give them a bigger space than this. Let's say this is it. They need that. How many square feet is that? Roughly 30,000 square feet. Like, dude, easily, bro. We could give them 50,000 if they want it, right? Like, this a lot. Like, we would change our site plan for a Whole Foods to really get them going. But hopefully, I mean, that's the aim. Like, that's our goal. But this is what's gonna go there, right? Like this park.
And we're hopeful that
That's our land here. Starbucks is already there. See, this is phase. This is ours now, but we're not doing this. We're doing something different.
Grocery store and other retail buildings. The Loma Vista Marketplace development is planned in Leonard
Like
Avenue.
this is literally how they're trying to make it look. They're trying to make it look super nice like this, where these are the retail buildings you go in and out of, and there's gonna be a big underpass. See, look. So watch this.
Will provide a mix of commercial uses, including service and office uses, and buildings with street-facing patios and active retail services. We're also working on a project that will widen Shaw Avenue between DeWolf and McCall Avenues, that will transform Shaw Avenue from 2 lanes to 5 and 6 lanes.
They've already done this.
The defining feature of this project is the construction of a vehicular and pedestrian underpass at Shaw Avenue, providing a safe pedestrian crossing that connects the urban centers north and south. All of these projects.
So what's cool about this is they're trying.
Avenue.
Look at this.
On a project that will widen Shaw Avenue between DeWolf's services. We're also working on a project that will widen Shaw Avenue between.
Look at this.
And McCall Avenues. That will.
So they're putting. They want to put in this thing that you just saw right there.
Transform Shaw 5 and 6 lane feature of this project.
This thing that you're seeing right here, they're trying to do this underpass, walking pedestrian under and a road. That's gonna be right here by land. Where is it? Where am I? Loma Vista. Right here. So this street that underpass is gonna be right here. So it's gonna connect all this entire area that's developed to our shopping center, and this street's gonna run all the way through to here. So all this is being like, this is like a long-term play, but I've already owned this land for 2 years. We're starting breaking ground on this part, phase 1, hopefully this year, because all this part's done. The rest of it, it's gonna take a little bit of time as we build and lease out places, because I need the bank's support to keep going, right? So look, but this is already like, the street's widened here. We're ready to go here. This is gonna be built starting before the end of this year. We're gonna break ground on this one. And over here, the lanes that they talked about, the 6 lanes, that's already fucking starting. This whole thing is already 6 lanes right now. It's already on that side. And the underpass thing that I talked about is right here. That's gonna fucking be right here. Boom. It's gonna go under, and people are gonna be. It's pretty cool. Did you see Clash responded, by the way? On which one? Yeah. I think that's what it is. We'll do something like that. Check Mother's Market for your San Marcos deal. Not sure if they'd like the real estate, but they'd do well in that market. Mother's Market? Is it in the area? A movie theater wouldn't work here because there's a lot of movie theaters in this city already. We thought about a movie theater, but having a movie theater anchor right now would not be the play for this one. So we'll see. Like right now, our main, we have like a Mexican, a popular Mexican fast food joint that wants to be here. We have a popular, we have AutoZone that wants to be here. We have a popular, have you guys heard of Einstein Bagels? He wants to be here. We have this big bakery that's like, but I don't know if we're gonna let the bakery in, because it's one thing if you have like a really good business and a business, if you don't have the financials to support, because here's how it's gonna be, right? We're gonna build this fucking thing. We're gonna deliver you something called a vanilla shell, right? Vanilla shell. A vanilla shell building is basically this. This is how we deliver it to them. See this? We deliver it like this. It's built out, lighting. We'll do the bathroom sometimes. Sometimes we'll do the plumbing, like it just like this. And then they have to come in and do their entire build out, right? So we'll deliver it empty, but it's ready with the walls up and everything. And then you have to go in there and you have to build it out yourself. So right now the costs are, it's extremely expensive to build something out nowadays. So for instance, my buddy who owns the Einstein's Bagels, he has a small 2,500 square foot shop. Not small, 2,500 is a good size. That cost him 700 grand to build out. And it doesn't even have a full kitchen. Now I'm not saying that's how it always is. It depends on the contractors and how you get all this stuff. But long story short is, it's one thing that you want to sign a lease, because we're going to be at $3 to $3.50 per square foot. So if you're looking for a 2,000 square foot spot, right, you're going to be paying $3 minimum. That's 6 grand plus triple net, which is probably going to be somewhere around 75 cents, right? So you're actually paying $3.75 times 6,000. That's your actual. No, hold on. $3.75 times 2,000 for 2,000 square feet. That's your actual rent that you're going to be paying every month. So not only do you have to calculate that you can support that rent payment, but you have to be able to have the financials to be able to do a build out like that. Because not a lot of people are going to have that money sitting around cash to do a big, massive $500K to $1 million build out. So Mason, yeah, we have, my partner my partner on this deal that also owns San Marcos with me. He's already built ground up construction like hotels and Starbuckses and 7-Elevens and shit like. So he's dealt a lot with this. Yeah, Sierra Vista's pretty. What up, Abdullah? Trader Joe's would be. I mean, listen, if I could have my way, I'd want a Trader Joe's or a Whole Foods as our big in here right away. Like if we get a Trader Joe's or Whole Foods to want to commit here, like we'll do everything we can to get them out here, right? We'll probably put them over here somewhere. Like we'll probably do like boom, like a big. How big is that? That's about 40,000 square foot. Like we do like a massive building in the back right here for them. You know what I mean? So they could fuck it with big parking, and the fronts would be like some drive-through pads and stuff like that. They are in OC right now. Mother, I'll look at. I'll have a. We have in San Marcos. We have a good leasing company that's working our deals over there. So I'm not worried. Like they've already. We've been marketing San Marcos for about 6 weeks now, and we already have 3 new leases signed with a ton of interest from other people too. So hopefully San Marcos gets fully leased within the next 12 months or so. Ooh, Sportsman would be a good fucking spot. Actually, didn't a Sportsman out here? Oh, a Sportsman would be good, and it's far enough because the only Sportsman right now is all the way over here by northwest Fresno, right here where the Trader Joe's is. Yeah, it'd be good to get a Sportsman warehouse here, or any outdoor sports. You know what is that bass? Is it called bass fishing? Bass Pro Shop. Yeah, that'd be good too. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, man, we're just starting phase 1, so we literally haven't even marketed this. The people that are reaching out to us are doing it like behind the scenes to tell us, but we didn't even have this piece right here. We're actually closing on this piece tomorrow. We don't even own this piece yet. We own these 2, and we're under contract in this one. This piece right now, this is the one the reason we bought this one is because we already have a done deal on it. That's why we're buying it. So as soon as this one, as soon as we buy this one, we're ready to break ground on this one right away because it's already a finished lot. Like we're buying it from the same person that owned this and all of this at once. So, which is a friend of mine as well, because I actually bought land from him before in other areas. But yeah, this is definitely. Let me see. And this is improved land already. Like this land right here is already graded. It's already ready to go. We can start building on it. We just got to get our site plan submitted. The here, I think what we're going to do here is we're going to do like a building back here like this, right? Boom, like a nice retail building back here. That's roughly 10,000. That's perfect. That's roughly 10,000 square foot building right about here. And then a drive-through building here. That might be, let me see if I could do, we want it to be multi-tenant here because we're going to do a multi-tenant drive-through. So let's say somewhere around here. What is that? 6,000. Yeah, I think roughly doing like, if we could do 2 10,000 square footers with one of them being a drive-through, that'd be ideal because I want to have like, see this one right here? Similar to this one right here. This would be a 10,000 square foot. This is a 10,000 square foot building, but it's like, has an end cap of a drive-through. So I'd put one of this one like facing this way, and then one facing this way without a drive-through. And but we have to make it flow right because this parking lot from here opens up to all of this. Hold on. What's up, boys? What's your advice for beginner property investors on low budget? Like, is there any option taking a bank loan? Apologies if this was no. This is a good question. It does get asked. It just depends on. I mean, listen. You don't have to jump into commercial real estate if you want to jump into real estate, right? Like commercial real estate. I just do commercial real estate because I have the funds now, and the returns in commercial real estate are a lot bigger, but they also take a lot longer. Like you could buy a house and get it flipped in 3-4 months and sell it and make a profit, and you're good. And you could do that a ton of times. You could do multiple houses at a time if you did good at it, and you'll make great money. And I tell people all the time, like, that's a great thing to do too. Like, you don't have to just be thinking, oh, I have to get into real estate, I have to do commercial. It just depends on how you are, like, what's your full-time thing, right? I have time to be full-time in real estate, but I prefer to do these bigger deals. But don't get me wrong, I don't like putting a lot of money into stuff. So like even this deal right here, we're buying this piece of land for 1.325 million, but we're putting 325,000 down between me and my friend. And that's all we're putting down. And then we're getting a seller finance. The seller is at a finance for 6 months to a year. I'm trying to push him to a year, but we've already agreed on at least 6 months at 10% interest, but no interest payments till the end. So I always negotiate these types of deals because I don't want to come in and throw all my money in at once, because I need to hold on to as much cash as I can, because we still got to get plans done and we all this stuff. When we go to actually build this, we'll pay off this land, whether we have to come up with the money ourselves or whatever. We're selling at the same time that this is happening. We have other pieces of land that are going to be sold, and that could pay off this piece of land. So we've already sold this piece of land over here that I showed. This piece of land over here, we already sold the car wash part of it. That's sold, done, and so we're free and clear in the land. And this gas station part is gonna be, hopefully within the next 30 days, we close on that. That's gonna net me and my buddy roughly $700,000 each. From that $700,000 each, we will take $500,000 each and pay off the $1 million that we owe on this, plus whatever interest it is. It's gonna be like, what is that? 10 months of interest, $100K a year, because it's $1 million, $100K divided by 6 by 12, or divided by, it's 50 grand. It's 50 grand in interest payments that we're gonna actually have to pay. So that's the plan with that. Unless we don't do the whole 6 months, we might just do it. We might just save the 40 grand in interest and just pay it off next month. But I'm a fan of taking leverage as long as I can while I can. So we might just let because we might use some of that money for something else and then pay this off later. You know what I mean? Biggest concerns. We don't really have to. These are safe bets right now because we already have deals in place to where as soon as we close on this, we have a contract ready with a ground lease in the back here, and we have 2 super national or super big tenants ready to sign a lease for this part too. So we can't really get fucked on this deal. We're paying kind of high. Don't get me wrong. We're paying 600,000, almost, what is it? 1,325 divided by 2. We're paying $662,000 per acre right here. That's a lot, right? 660 grand per acre. To put it into perspective, I bought this back here. I bought these 4 acres for $2 million. So I was paying $500,000 an acre. So we're actually paying more than what we bought ours for. I think my buddy got his for even less than that. He got his 2 acres for under $1 million, maybe 800K. So prices are just going up. But when this goes up for this price, this just means we just valued all this commercial land at more. So our banks, these values are only going up. Nothing is getting cheaper here acre wise. Focus on internet. So I don't really have too many concerns. Usually when it's getting to the point where we're dropping this kind of money on a deal, dude, we have a strategy. We're not just buying we don't just buy shit to buy it, to have it and hold. Anything we buy, we have a set goal with. Like when we bought this land here, we bought it as 2 acres for 750 grand, knowing that we were gonna split it up and sell it. And we ended up selling both for 2.4. So 2.4 million and 750,000 to buy, and then we had some fees that we paid and plans and all that. Long story short, we were in it about $1 million. We netted about 1.4. So it's like, but again, this was another deal where I didn't even look. I only came in with 150,000 of my own money, and then maybe a little bit more when we got the plans and shit done. But I only do these deals that I don't just buy it outright. Boom, 750 cash, $1 million cash. I leverage as much as I can. I did the seller. If they're desperate enough to sell, they'll give you a good deal on the terms of the sale, and that's what I got here. I got a great fucking. Even this one, I wasn't even gonna get this one with these terms, but then to my surprise, he was like, all right, if you guys want to seller finance, he wanted like half down. I was like, hey, I can't give you half, but I could give you 300K. He thought about it. He's like, fuck it, why not? 6 months is not a big deal. They make 10% anyway. And by then we'll already have closed this other deal to be able to pay off this deal. So I'm not worried about that. But that's something that could fuck us. For instance, like if that other deal doesn't close, then me and my partner will have to find a way to make that $1 million to pay this off. A way we could do that is we could take out a partner. We could bring in a investor in that puts in the whole $1 million, and we give him an equal share of this deal with us. But then remember, if he puts $1 million in, we're in it for like 300,000. Whatever we do with the property, if let's say we end up selling, we build this building and we sell it out to another, like here's an exit strategy. For instance, if we want to just get out of this parcel, right? This is 10,000 square feet here. This is 10,000. That's 20,000 square feet, right? We could potentially this development here. We could build the first 10,000 square. Actually, we don't even need to build the first one. What we would do is we would sign the first ground lease, because we have a ground lease offer here. The ground lease is going to offer us $90,000 a year. This ground lease is for a national tenant, well-known tenant. They're going to do about 6,000 square foot. They're going to do their pad might be like 20,000 square feet. I don't know. Long story short is, whatever that building is, we would split the land. We would just do a parcel split, kind of similar to what I did here. This was 2 acres. We split it down the middle into 2 1-acre parcels. So we would do the same here. We would split that national tenant or that ground lease into its own parcel, and we would wait until they go into business, which it'll take them roughly 18 months from start to finish to build. While it's being built, we could sell this ground lease right here, this like whatever 20,000 square, this back parcel, and we would split this and still keep the front. We would probably, based on who this tenant is, that $90,000, we could get a 5 cap for it divided by 0.05. So we could get $1.8 million. So if we're in this thing for what, let's say 1.35, after maybe a little bit more because of the interest, but let's just say 1.35. If an investor comes in, if we needed to have an investor come in and give us $1 million, we would just sit on it for 18 months. Once these guys start paying their rent on the ground lease, we sell this to another investor at 1.8 million. We just got all our money back plus 300 grand. Yeah, we got all our money back plus, actually no, more, that we got minus 135. We got like 450 grand profit. Our investor gets his $1 million back. We get our $300,000 back. We have 450,000 profit if we want to do something with it. Probably we'll just use it to build phase 2. But then we're all equal partners, 33% on this whole deal, and we own this part free and clear. That's probably what we're gonna do with this specific deal, is we're gonna sell the back piece off as its own parcel. And what's happening here? Measurement. There we go. We're gonna sell this and then build out the drive-through front parcel. Now the only difference is because of all the fucking because of how much interest we already have, we might not even wait the 18 months. We might start building on both this parcel, the ground lease. They're gonna build their own. Once we do the ground lease, they're gonna do their own construction. So what we might do is we might just come up with that $1 million that he has. We use that $1 million plus to pay off this whole land, right? our equity in this land at this point would be $1.35 million, the value of the land. We could use that equity to get a construction loan to build another building here with a drive-through, while the other people are building their own one on our land. We'll use the loan. We'll use the land as leverage. We'll get a construction loan. We'll build this building, get tenants in it, refinance this when it's done, and then by the time 18 months rolls around, we have two fully going buildings. One's on a ground lease. One is ours, built to suit owned, and they're generating one. This 10,000 square foot one will generate $3 nets to us, right? 30,000 a month times 12. So then that's $360,000 a year. So this building right here that we built and we got the tenants into will be able to get us. We won't be able to sell at a 5 cap because the 5 cap is only for like super national tenants. But we could probably sell it at like a 6.5. Let's say 7 cap to be safe. 7 means it's like a local tenants, and you know they're not like Dutch Bros or Starbucks or fucking McDonald's, or Chipotle, but they're like well-known local regional tenants. We could probably get this amount for it divided by $5 million. So this building that we built, we could sell for probably about $5 million, and it's gonna cost us roughly, like, you know, the construction on this is gonna probably cost us, I don't know, $2 million, I would say, for this building. What would you say? Maybe a little bit less for a 10,000 square foot empty shell building, because remember, we're just building the building. They're gonna do their own build outs, our tenants. So we'd be in it for maybe 2 million, maybe less. Actually, honestly, we might be in it for less than 2, but let's just say 2 million plus the land value at 135. So we did a loan for 2 million plus the land value is let's just say 1.5 when we did the plans done and everything. We're 3.5 million in it. We sell it for 5.1 million at a safely. That's right there alone. Our exit strategy on this deal is 1.6 million here and plus 1.8. Remember, we can sell this other pad for 1.8 million now. So 1.8 plus 1.8 plus 1.6. So we could walk away with $3.4 million in profit off this one deal. This is pure profit. This is after we get all our money back. And obviously there's going to be interest and these numbers. I'm just giving you an idea of this would be an exit strategy. But if we do that, that means we would sell this entire piece that we just bought for 1.3. We would just fully sell it and not own it anymore. But at the end of 2 years, we'll walk away with 3.4. And the partners, that if we bring in an investor, we'd get 33% each. If it's me and just one guy, it'd be 50%. So I'd keep whatever it is, 34 divided by 2. But if it's a partner, it'd be by times 0.33, $1 million each on our profit on this deal. It's not a bad. It's a 2 years. My entry on this one would be what 200K of my own money put into this deal. I walked away with $1.1 million in 24 to 36 months. It's not bad. That's a great return. That's a 5x investment on my money. Not bad at all. But the investor that puts in $1 million will only be making he'll be making 2x on his money in 2 years. So it's still like good for him, but it's better for the people like me who got in early and got all this deals done. Anyway, sorry, I know I'm just rambling here, and a lot of people might not even be keeping up with what I'm saying because I probably am not explaining this great. So I want to do this all in a video where I could just explain the strategy, like exit strategies for when you buy pieces of land like this. Because we would not buy this piece of land if we didn't have a clear-cut plan of either being able to fully sell it and profit, or at least refinance, get all our money out of it, and then cash flow and keep it for like 10 years. You know what I mean? I would not do a deal unless there's one of those two things happening. We're either going to keep it long term, refinance, keep it, use the money for cash flow, or we're going to flip it and move on to the next. If we do flip this money, the only bad part about this is, let's say we do make $3.4 million, and it's great, right? I can flip it into another real estate deal, but I cannot flip it into these deals because I already own this. Does that make sense? When you already own something, you can't 1031 into it. So these deals would have to be, once our construction is up on this and this. We would have to start phase this with the bank. We would have to use this, the equity we have in these lands to get these built. We can't just use the cash we make from this to fund that unless we pay taxes first. But at that point, I'm sure me and my partner we will have another few deals lined up where we could put the money into. What would you invest on if you're making 20K a month? I would honestly, dude, like look into what depending on where you live and the leverage you can get, just try to find a nice deal on a piece of land or something that you think would work there. But it's tough to tell you to go on a piece of land because you don't want to be stuck with a piece of land that you don't know what to do with, and then you just have it and no one is interested in it. So I would honestly say just look into maybe looking for a cheaper building, maybe a commercial building, maybe a house for a house flip to do. It's in the Loma Vista specific plan. It's weird how the development they already built doesn't match it. I know. Well, it's not only that. It's so all the buildings that they want, like it's never gonna match exactly what, because the cost of doing this, clear measurements. But like right here, like this style, like this Santa Barbara, like this is the style of build they want people building, like this kind of like Tuscan Santa Barbara style. So when you see these being done, you'll see that they're already, the ones that are done on this side look like that too. But and then when this underpass, when they start working on this one, they're gonna have this closed. When this is fucking closed, this whole thing is gonna be closed. Shaw will be closed from here to like, I want to say here. So what's gonna happen here is it's gonna fuck every one of these guys' thing, but we're gonna be good for a whole year. This is gonna be shut down, but right here we're gonna be full because we still have access from here. Does that make sense? So we're still good. Once you get your land, your steps would be this, right? Like you find the piece of land you want. What you would do is let's say, like I'll give you an example of like the piece of land I bought. Like my first piece of land that I bought, I still own it today. It's kind of cursed actually, but whatever, I bought a piece of land by the airport right here. I bought this land for 150, right? 150K. I don't know what this is. What is this? Okay, yeah. What the hell is this? Motherfucker's on my piece of land, or I don't know. Anyway, so I bought this piece. Originally, I was gonna put a retail. My plan for it was to put a retail building. It was gonna be like this, 5,000 square foot retail building. Nice little with like whatever, right? I ended up not doing it back then, and I still haven't done anything with it because I had this place sold to a car wash, and then the city denied my sale. Or long story short, some of you know, some of you don't, but you buy a piece of land with an intent to do something on it. And then what you do is you go find an architect or like a development firm or some company that can help you go through the process. The first thing you do is something called a site plan review, where an architect pretty much takes it, he draws out what it's going to look like, and you submit it to the city. Your plans to get approved from A to Z is going to take you roughly 6 to 12 months from the city to approve it, right? Once the city approves it, you could start building. But you have to have full permits ready. Like you have to have full plans ready. But you don't want to start building anything unless you're building something for yourself, like a business or a building for yourself. If you buy as an investor, you want to buy this piece of land with knowing that I'm going to get a fucking drive-through tenant in here. I'm going to get a company to come in here and pay me rent. So a lot of times now when I don't buy pieces of land. I lock them up in escrow. I say, hey, here's the price of that. We agree on the price, whatever. I say, okay, I need 6 months to escrow because I need CUP planning, blah, blah, blah. And that's how I tie up land. I tie up pieces of land that have been sitting on the market when I know I can have someone come in and steal it. Now, if it's a very desired piece of land, I don't have that kind of time, I'll go ahead and lock it up and pay for it, or do some sort of seller finance deal, or I would just have to pay for it to get it however I can, because I know it's a desired piece of land and I know it's not going to sit on the market long. but I have to be very, very confident that I'm going to be able to lease this piece of land or build a building on it and get tenants there. Because if last thing you want to do is be stuck with a piece of land that no one wants to go to, no one wants to, no one wants to give you rent for. We are an approved Arco architect if you ever need one. Oh, for sure, bro. That's awesome. Yoland Han, where you from, Yolanda Han? Oh, where did the city did all this? You bought. Hold on, you bought. Damn, I didn't see all the stuff you've been saying, bro. My fault. We are an approved Arco. It's weird that they already built. Blah blah blah. Where did the city get this money? It has been a gas station restaurant the past few years. That's what. Yeah. The gas station, the car wash thing has been crazy lately. That's crazy. Yeah, the car washes have been kind of really taken off. I actually had a car wash approved here by the city. The city fully approved it. It got appealed by these pieces of shit right here. And then, long story short, they argued that this Riverdale Event Center, which is illegal, it's an illegal event venue. They're a adult daycare. These motherfuckers argued that the car wash would be detrimental to their business and the area because of the disabled adults that go there. They'd be in danger because of all the cars coming for the car wash and all the noise that the car wash generates will trigger them. This is an airport zone. We're right next to the airport. This area is super loud all the time. There's train tracks across the street that are constantly going. This area, like, it's all bullshit. The reason they argued this is because they're running an illegal fucking event center where they do they do like weddings and proms and shit like that. And they need my land and because I don't own just this land. My land isn't just this land. It's all of this. It's all the way to here. It's all the way to here. It's 0.7 acres. So 30,000 square feet roughly. Literally almost exactly that much right there. 30,000 square feet. So what they don't want me to do is they don't want me to come in and fuck up and change up the parking because of my development because they need all these spots. Now, by law, I have the right to do anything I want with these parking slots because they're mine. They don't have the right to change these because we have a cross-access agreement, like for the owners, the old owners before us years ago, from like 30, 40 years ago, made an agreement that whoever owns these parcels, this owner of this parcel is responsible for keeping this parking lot open for both owners. My parking lot, all I have to do is remain giving them access to this street, which is this little driveway. That's all I'm responsible for. Everything else, I could do whatever I want here. Well, long story short, the city voted to kill our it came down to like a stupid vote with the councilman and this piece of shit council member, pussy ass bitch, for no reason decided to fucking try. They made it political. I wasn't able to. They said they did some ruling. I could have sued the city. It would have cost me $200,000 to sue the city and win. But my car wash buyer was already out at that point, so I would have had to risk $200,000 without being sure that I could even get this sold after I win in 2-3 years. Even though I had this sold for $800,000, this whole parcel. No, I haven't fenced it. That's next. I just been, dude. Honestly, I've been lazy with this shit. But I'm gonna fence this whole mother, bro. I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna rent one of those construction rental sites. I'm gonna literally fence everything on my side and just leave the access from here. I'm gonna do a fence like this. I'm gonna do a fence like this and completely fence this off, right? And I'm gonna be even more petty. I'm gonna fence this off, and then I'm gonna do another fence that comes here, and I'm gonna do it from here. Just these spots, boom. Just fence off these parking spots, just because I want them for me. That's literally what I'm gonna do. And instead of fucking piss these motherfuckers up, I don't care anymore. Because I went to them, bro. I tried to make a deal work. They're actually, they shouldn't even be operating right now, and they still are. 2 months ago. Motherfucker. 2 months ago, this motherfucker was popping off, huh? Look at these. This is why I lost my shit, dude. But you wait and see what I do. No, Yolanda Han, it's even crazier, dude. You need to build something that's permitted the zoning. Not only did I not need a CUP, this was one of those rare instances where I had by right, I could build a car wash by right, not even a CUP. So it got approved by the city, and then it got approved. But in the appeal, they got denied the appeal, but then they appealed again. Look how fucked up our system is. I got the thing done approved because there was no CUP needed. It was approved. They appealed it. We won the appeal. Then they appealed it again to the council. So I think there's something here. Let me see. Let me see if I can find the article. Look at this bullshit. Here, I found the article. Like, this shit is like super. Look at this. Fresno shuts down plans for new car wash following outcry. My community came together, right? Like, these people. This was the people there, man. The further developers build a car wash next to a care facility. Blah blah blah. The council voted 6-0 team after hearing the concerned community members opposite developer Mohammed Assad's team offer their argument on whether automatic car wash should be a part of the neighborhood and blah blah blah. Based on the information, this Tyler Maxwell guy, I will not, dude. I cannot wait. I will fund the guy that goes up against him, bro. Council member, all these guys seconded the note. The residents of Fresno with special needs, autistic condition are highly sensitive to noise. Who were there first need to be considered. Bro, that's what bothered me because they're lying. The noise. First off, we had noise studies proof that the car wash tunnels, the car wash tunnel was going to be over here. The car wash was not going to be. It wasn't going to be loud. The vacuums would be here, right? Their entrance is over here. You can't even, if you go to this parking lot during the day and you stand right here, all you hear is the loud noises of the fucking cars driving by. So the car wash would have made no difference in the noise. It might have actually blocked some of the noise out because of the building that would have been there. Because the car wash, the noise would be right here at the exit. Anyway, the city, if you want to read about it, it was really fucked up. And that's it. That's pretty much it. But the worst part is how many times they got to appeal it. And then I don't get any appeal. As the owner of the land, I got no right to appeal it. Bro, the suing them, I don't know what I'm not, suing them for damages would do nothing for me. They don't make enough money for me to even like nothing will happen. What I should sue is the owner of the building who was on their side. He actually funded their fucking appeal. And then here's the worst part, right? Here's the funniest thing about it all. The owner offered me, hey, you don't want me to appeal it? Buy my building for 1.8 million. He tried to sell me the building for 1.8 million. I told him, no, why don't you just buy my land for 800,000? He said, I'll buy your land for 300,000. I said, all right, well, I'll buy your building for 900,000. If you're going to pay 40%, I'll pay 40% too. Right. Like, and that was him. He did not care about these people at all. He was ready to sell this. But now I'm just going to fucking man up and do the fence. It's so stupid too, because I was gonna that car wash would have revitalized the area. So this area does not get like I guess a fast food would work here only now. Here's the worst part: they were okay with a fucking Starbucks or a fast food joint coming, which would have more traffic and louder noise. So it fucks everything up. I don't know, bro. Oh, fuck. All right. I mean, dude, I've developed five car washes. This one is the only one of the five that got this was the only one that was approved by right and still got denied. Whereas all the other ones required a CUP and they all got approved. I had one in Kerman right here, right fucking here, dude, by the Walmart. Boom. This was gonna be my first one. I wonder if they're even building on it yet. They haven't even built it out yet. No, it's more built out than this for sure. This doesn't even look. Yeah, let me see if I can see it from up here. Maybe it's not built out. Oh yeah, the Denny's is already there. Shit. So this is gonna be a Dutch Bros right here, and then this is the car wash right here. So we'll see how. We'll see when they fucking finish it. I also sold a car wash in Visalia and Lemoore. And now, and I have another one in Fresno that I don't have locked up yet, so I can't really show it. Oh, Kerman, bro. Kerman is the cool thing about this piece of, bro. Kerman, this is a Walmart superstore, right? I bought this parcel right here. It was like 1.4 acres. It was like right, I want to say like right here or something. Actually, no, it was more like here. I think it's half of that right there. It was like that right there. Like that was my parcel right here. I bought this motherfucker. It's a little bit bigger than this. It might be like that. It was 1.4 acres. That's all I remember. Which is gonna be like higher than 43. Maybe it was like this. I don't know. Anyway, long story short, I bought this motherfucker for $925. Again, I only put $200K down. I didn't buy it cash. A year later, I had the plans ready to go because I was gonna build it myself. A big car wash company came in here and offered me 2.1 million to sell it. So I sold it. I sold it 2.1 million. I took that fucking easy 1.1 million profit and walked away. That's without building it. That's just land. They bought just the land. Now they have to go ahead and build the car wash on there. That was my biggest sale, I think, to date. Profit wise too, I believe. But hopefully San Marcos is probably gonna kill it, bro. San Marcos, if we exit San Marcos, we're probably gonna exit somewhere around the 13 to 14 million, if not 16, 17 million, if we end up keeping it long term. So we'll see. Really excited about San Marcos. Is the best deal I've ever been a part of. I got super lucky. It was, I'll tell you right now, dude, it was a miracle. This deal was this deal almost died 5 different times, but we fucking pulled it off. We got it. We made it work, and now we're gonna, when we end up selling it, this should be a, realistically speaking, on the low end, $13 million, on the high end, $18 million. But if we sell it on the low end at $13 million, minus our 6.3 profit or 6.3 purchase price. Obviously, remember we have 2 million down and all this shit, but this is just a purchase price. That's, oh man, 13 million minus 6.3 million minus, let's just say another, let's say 600,000 that we spent on it, renovations total by then. That's $6 million profit on one deal, and I'll get 2.44 million plus my million back. That's 3.4 million off of one deal, or 2.4 to be if we're doing profit only. So that'd probably be, that's my biggest deal to date. But honestly, dude, I can see doing this with San Marcos, since when it's fully leased, it's gonna be netting to 100,000 a month. I can see us just refinancing, getting our payment as low as possible. If it's at 100,000 a month, then we could get our payment down to like 25,000 a month. Right? Minus 25,000 a month. We'll have 75K. That's times 12. That's 900K a year cash flow, where I would get 40%. So I could make realistically, I could make 360K a year passive income off this deal. and all this would be tax-free because it'll be depreciation against it. So I'll be literally just living off this for that's 30K a month. That's my bills forever right there. I'm locked. San Marcos is my retirement plan. I don't think I have generational wealth, but I think I have an opportunity to make generational wealth if I invest right and I find deals, and I'm not lazy about it, and I'm not scared to take risks when I need to, but I can't be overly taking risks. I mean, dude, listen, these are dreams still. Like, I'm still in the process. I hope to God that I have the health. At the end of the day, man, if we don't have our health, we have nothing. So let's pray to God that we're all healthy, and don't worry about the money. You can always figure out money in the later on. Just pray for health. How did you get over the feeling of risk when you were first getting into it? Dude, you never truly get over the feeling of risk. Like, when I put $1 million on this, dude, I think I was negotiating this deal for like 2 months straight. I was stressed the entire 2 months because I knew that I would have to sell my crypto at a price. And I can honestly say, like, I don't regret selling my crypto for this deal. But if it was any other deal, I think I would have regretted it, because crypto almost tripled since I paid this. So I could have made all that money just by sitting with headache free, but having it in real estate is so much more safe to me than crypto. So the fact that my real estate actually ended up outperforming crypto is insane. Was Lathe my worst investment? No, my worst investment was when I invested in that Ponzi scheme where I lost 50 Bitcoin and 750 Ethereums, which would have been like $5 million today. That was my worst. You're number 8 in the world talent knife? No. I do want a talent knife one day, though. No, it wasn't BitConnect. It was something called Zima Digital Assets. You guys look up to it. You'll see like some advisors to your clients into crypto fund. Oh, I didn't see this, but Art Hoffman. Who the fuck is that? Oh, that's me. Right here. Here's the guy. Oh, there's a video on it.
John Caruso was not one for modesty. As the self-proclaimed Michael Jordan of crypto trading, Caruso showed off his successful returns on Instagram, with his associates sharing their new tattoos, sports cars, and nightclub jaunts. They used hashtags like grind state and level up, with pictures taken at nightclubs or fitness centers to lure investors who sought a similar lifestyle. But Caruso, at the scheme's helm, didn't actually know anything about trading. Caruso is a short guy with small brown eyes. He wears the same brand names, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, that his associates wear. In a picture with his employees in front of a private jet, Caruso looks nervous and out of place, like someone's younger brother. As it turns out, Caruso is far from a crypto king. He was born in 1991 in Islip, New York, to John Albert Caruso, who in 2015 was named as a high-ranking member of the Colombo crime family. John had an extensive criminal record dating back to the 1970s, including at least 7 misdemeanors, and decided to go into business together and founded Zima Digital Assets, a company that prided itself on earning big.
R8, I sold the R8 a long time. This would be a nice little fucking. But I'd want to get something that's already depreciated. What sources to find my deals, dude? Honestly, it's a lot of times it's just me being out and about. Like the way I found the San Marcos deal was I was calling my buddy to try to get, because he owns pet hospitals, and I was like, hey, you should open a pet hospital in that development I was showing earlier in Loma Vista. I was like, hey, I'm about to start development on this area, and I think a pet hospital would work great. Why don't you come build a pet hospital here with me? And literally, I flew out the very next day. I was on the phone with him. He showed my buddy. My buddy, as soon as he saw it, he was like, hey, bro, 5 million. So right away that this was a deal. As soon as he told me the value, dude, we're getting 50,000 square feet of retail. Look at this. We're getting all of this entire shopping center. Right? And here's the best part. We got to take over the loan at 4.5 million. So we don't even have to come in with all the cash. We just got to put enough. But we wanted to commit that kind of cash because we're going to do renovations and whatnot. So that's why we committed at $2.6 million, even though to take kind of cash because we're going to do renovations and whatnot. So that's why we committed at $2.6 million, even though to take control of it, 6.3 minus 4.58, we had to just put 172. So we have roughly another like 800, 900,000 that we're holding right now, or we've already spent some of it on renovations. S580s, my friend has one and it's really nice. Yeah, you can. You could get a used 2024 that's already depreciated.
This is the still bring.
This is such an ugly color for it, dude. My buddy has a black one, dude. That's a matte black. I don't know how to tell you, bro. It's matte, like, I don't know how to, I don't see any, like, look at it, this one right here. This my friend has this exact color one with a nice fucking bright red interior, dude. And I'm not gonna lie, dude, it's nice. I think the matte black look is the nicest one they have. I'm surprised I don't see a lot of them online. He actually has a really good one. Oh, there's the S63. 2023 S63. I didn't know they made an S63. I thought they stopped doing the S63s.
The key right here. It has a beautiful, lovely.
This would be a nice daily.
Let's listen.
My Urus is
As we have acoustic loss,
it's like a light gray.
amazing sound.
I don't have a,
isolation.
where did I put a picture of it? It's in my, shit, I don't know if I'll even find my Urus in here. It's gonna be a long ways up. Should be right here. There we go. All right, I found it. It's the Performante, so it's like the more, I guess, hardcore version of it. How long have I been streaming, by the way? Okay, nice 3.5 hour stream, 4 hour stream. I'm Jinsey now. I do 4 hour streams maximum. That's it. That's all you're getting. So like fucking be here, guys. When I stream, please be here. The R8, yeah, I know. I had the R8. I sold the R8 a long time ago, and I got into the McLaren. I think I have pictures of it here. Most of the cars I've had. I should probably put the. So I got. Here's what I had: both R8s and the McLaren at once. But this one, I only had this for like 2 months, and then I sold the R8. It didn't make sense to hold on to both financially, because I think my payment here, I forgot what my payment on the R8 was, but my payment on this was like $4,000, and I think it was like $2,000 on the R8. Looking back at it, it was actually, the R8 was a pretty good deal, so maybe I should have held on to it longer. But I also had the Hellcat at the same time. I had that. I had the R8, Hellcat, McLaren, and the G-Wagon. I think we sold. I don't know. But then I sold a McLaren, and then I had the RS7 for a while. I had this for a short-lived time. C63 was really nice, but yeah, I haven't really. What happened to they stopped at S63? Yeah, they stopped at S63. Oh, just the troops? You have another half hour. Where you at, dude? Half hour for iftar. Hell yeah, dude. I gotta start. I'm probably gonna do, not even do suhoor, just do a nice breakfast, or nice little late night snack and go to sleep. Here's, dude, I'll tell you right now, I'll help you guys out a little bit, dude. Liquid IV. Look into these liquid IV things right here, dude. They're like little packets like this, and they are super fucking. You put them in 16 ounces of water, dude, and it keeps you hydrated like throughout the fucking day. It's fucking good, dude. What is the strawberry one? It's probably good too. But I did the zero sugar one. It doesn't. It just tastes like I did the lemony one. It's like, it tastes like lemonade, but it's super. Yeah, it hydrates you. It's so much better than anything I've had before in terms of like nothing like. Obviously, people that fast understand like when you're the thirst you have sometimes when you're fasting, you want to quench that thirst. And honestly, dude, it's been really easy going with this liquid IV shit. You should look into it. Dutch or Hydrolite? No, I haven't heard of that. Is that good? Dutch or Hydrolite? Let me look that up. It's probably similar, honestly. Anything. What is this? Oh, it's this? What is this? Is that what you meant to say? Dehydration. After diarrhea? Are people spelling this shit wrong? Or am I tripping? That's not how you spell diarrhea. Okay, this looks like it's something. Dutch or hydrate. Oh, this one right here. Oh, dude, this is probably the same thing, dude. This is probably very similar, maybe even better. I like that this one has some. Does it have caffeine as well? Some of them have like energy too, like, because that's the thing. Like, so what I like to do is I like to chug one of these, depending on how I am. But I also want to have some caffeine during suhoor, like before I sleep. Like I'll literally have some caffeine, like a coffee, and I'll go to sleep right after or something. Or I'll sleep like right now at 1 and I'll wake up right at 5 and just take all the the electrolyte shit and then drink some coffee or a caffeine, maybe a pre-workout. And then maybe it keeps me up a little bit longer, but then even if I go to sleep later on in the day, I don't have the caffeine headaches. Because the caffeine headaches are the worst thing about fasting. Yeah, we're at 7:30 at the same. We're as well. We're like 7:11, I think, right now. 7:12. Anyway. All right, boys. I think I'm gonna call it right here. It's been a privilege being here with you, my boys. No, James, but my James probably precious. I might have to be on a new computer tomorrow. We'll see what happens. All right, and I'm actually gonna shut down the comp right now. Peace.